is Xia Jiyun. Now I will be going here to answer the question that Madam Yap is asking. First of all, I think that I have learned from this subject is when we need to develop a system, we must clear in our stakeholder and our user target. Next, we need to know the budget when we build a system and carefully. For me to do the project, I'm using around 5 days to complete it and double checking my answer and modify my answer. In this project that I do is the system construct and use case diagram and activity diagram. For the activity diagram, I is doing with my group member Tam Kylie. So for me, the challenging that I face in this project is the calculation part. Because when I doing the calculation part, I very to mistaken the calculation doctor. So I need to double check with my group member Tam Kylie if my answer is correct or no. So this is my answer. Thank you.
In this subject, I learned all about the process involved in development of a system. At the beginning, we need to plan, analysis, and calculate all of the material, time, and cost required for the system we want to build. The part I was responsible in this project was collecting the requirements and list up the final requirement of the user and admin based on the customer or user feedback. For this part, I searched online for information on operation of some hospital websites for reference. And I also have making change to the requirement. In the original requirement, just involved 3 parts: patient, doctor, and nurse. However, when draw the activity diagram, I found that there are more jobs in the part of the nurse and don't have the characteristics that can add and manage doctor and nurse. Therefore, I added the characteristic of admin to the requirement to manage doctor and nurse. Besides to the requirement, I also responsible for following the activity diagram for doctor, nurse, and admin. The part I responsible is divided into 2 parts, which are the requirement and drawing activity diagram for doctor, nurse, and admin. In the requirement section, I spent about a few hours for the first version of the requirement, which just includes patient, doctor, and nurse. And another 1.5 hours for making change, adding a new characteristic, which is admin. The activity diagram probability took about 5 to 6 hours to complete. Because at the beginning, we are unfamiliar with how to draw the activity diagram, so we spent some time to look back to the PPT slide. In summary, I did not encourage too many or big problems on this project, but had a small problem I will discuss with my leader to find the solution, or I will search online for material to fit the problem. For example, when we drawing the activity diagram, we discuss whether need to add admin or not. At the same time, we will also check with each other after finish drawing our activity diagram to see whether there is any mistake or not. This is all about the part that I will respond in this project. Thank you.
Hi, Miss. I'm Jamie Lim Shiting. Now I want to answer the 4 questions. For the first question, I learned that system integration architecture enables seamless communication and collaboration among diverse systems within an organization. Security, scalability, and performance are key considerations of a well-designed integration framework. For the second question, in the project on system integration architecture, I contributed to the introduction, requirement elicitation, and the creation of the class diagram. For introduction part, I provide an overview of our system. For requirement elicitation, I wrote this part with my Group map Yapshitong. This involves gathering information on the functionalities, interaction, and performance expectation of the integrated system. For class diagram, Yapshitong and I creating the class diagram for our system is important because class diagram is a visual representation of structure and relationship among the classes or components within the system. For the third question, I dedicated around 1 week to completing my contribution to the project. For the last question, while working on a class diagram, I encountered challenge as I was a concept I was not familiar with it. I took the time to research and learn more about class diagram to ensure the quality and correctness of my contribution. That's all for me. Thank you, Miss.
Hey, Miss, I'm Shitong. Now I'm going to answer about the 4 question. So, what have I learned from this subject? So, for me, studying system integration architecture provide insights into design cohesive system, emphasizing seamless collaboration among the components. And for the part I have contributed to the project is I conducted stakeholder analysis an example of requirement elicitation for this system, identify interest and requirements, and additionally, I contribute to create a comprehensive class diagram, ensuring clarity in representing key classes, attributes, methods, and relationship within the integrated system. And how much time did I spend completing my part is maybe around 1 week was dedicated to efficiently manage tasks, including stakeholders, analysis, class diagram creation, and requirement elicitation. For the challenge I facing during the project is refreshing my understanding of class diagram, addressed by restudying relevant material, balancing stakeholder analysis, class diagram creation, and requirement elicitation require carefully consideration to meet project requirement efficiently. So that's all for my answer. Thank you, Miss.